Short-term vacation rentals have been a growing cause of contention throughout the Coachella Valley. On one hand, I should say, they bring in tax revenue and create jobs. But as I-Team investigator Jeff Stahl reports, complaints by neighbors about these properties have been piling up.
Well, since we announced this story, we've heard from a number of residents from La Quinta Cove to PGA West saying city leaders are putting the interests of primarily out-of-town investors over its own residents and quiet family neighborhoods. Some so frustrated they say that they're planning to move out. It's just another Saturday night on Fiesta Drive in North La Quinta.
The noise you can hear right now, if you can hear it faintly, is from 7 houses down the block.
Fiesta Drive has 25 homes. The city tells us nearly a third, 8, are operating as short-term vacation rentals. 5 properly registered, 1 opted out in April, and 2 are expired. No amplified music is allowed from any of them, a new rule enacted this summer in the city due to skyrocketing complaints from its 1,325 permitted STVRs. Christopher Mikulenka says he's reported STVR violations countless weekends, mainly for noise.
Many nights where you get woken up in the middle of the night, difficult to go back to sleep, and it's hard when you have to get up at 5:15 in the morning to go start your work day where you work at.
Tonight, it's another call to the sheriff's department.
I was calling to report a noise violation on a short-term rental on our block going on right now.
Noise is the top STVR complaint citywide. It's only behind those rental properties operating without permits. Okay, we're standing out at the curb in front of this home. We're told it's a short-term vacation rental. We can clearly hear music coming from the backyard. Using a decibel meter, it's an audio meter, it records audio levels. We're getting a decibel reading between 65 and 70 decibels. That's louder than the city's noise ordinance allows. Too loud for what should be a quiet neighborhood environment. And again, STVRs aren't allowed to have any amplified music. Is Christopher alone in this battle against short-term vacation rentals, kind of destroying the peace and quiet of this neighborhood?
No, he's not the only one.
Residents are asking for help from City Hall.
Many of our weekends are like a fraternity row on a college campus. Their screams, chants, and drinking games can be heard up and down the street and across the golf course.
But at this September City Council meeting, the mayor said some residents' complaints are unfounded.
They hear one little laugh and they feel like that's a disruptive party.
City leaders have stated their desire to strike a balance by allowing short-term vacation rentals, but addressing resident complaints. But neighboring Indian Wells, Palm Desert, Rancho Mirage, and now Cathedral City have all moved to ban them in some form or entirely. For La Quinta, the transient occupancy tax from hotels and STVRs is the city's third largest general fund revenue source, only behind sales and property taxes. The city has logged 1,432 STVR complaints as of September and issued 71 citations totaling $51,800. It's also hired a security company to help the city's 4 overworked code enforcement officers and created an ad hoc committee to find common ground while improving its enforcement program. Another problem is simply documenting violations.
A lot of times the partiers will have passed out and they're quiet by the time somebody finds their...
It's not a laughing matter for Mikulenka, dealing with 4 officers this night. The city admits neighbors can wait up to 2 hours for a compliance officer to arrive, making it hard to even validate many complaints.
I'm a little emotional, but it's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting what's going on.
When it comes to ownership, 779 STVR properties in the city are owned by people who live out of the area, far more than those who have local owners. Tonight, no citations, only a promise that code enforcement will investigate. STVR owners and advocates question the city's numbers and take issue with what they say are outlandish claims by residents. The mayor, Linda Evans, says the city is not the La Quinta from 30 years ago, but now more of a transient tourist destination. If you want to have a say, the city plans to talk about the future STVR rules December 1st and the 15th. For the I-Team, Jeff Stahl, News Channel 3.